All right, man. I'm ready to start the show whenever you are.
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm trying to beat Jar Retro at Mario Kart.
All right, for sure, yeah. Hey, don't forget to blow out that candle when you're done, though, all right?
What candle, man? What are you talking about? You're making me lose the game.
The candle right... No. I swear, there was a candle there just a second ago.
What candle, man? You're tripping.
No, dude, I'm not tripping, bro. There was a candle there. I swear there was a candle right there.
What candle, man? There's no candle.
Oh my God. It's like a Mandela effect.
Here comes Mila. Yep. Chick-chack. I don't know if they can hear that. Chick-chack. Oh, sorry. Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Side Project Podcast. I like that. That's the new one. What's up, Mila? I wish they could see on camera. Stick your face up a little bit. Just a little bit. Over here. This way. She can't. She's not tall enough. Oh, man. You know what? Let's not waste any time.
Let's get straight into it because I think this is a very good topic. Something that is definitely gonna also, I feel, lead into a two-parter.
It could. It definitely could. And that is the Mandela Effect. What is
the Mandela Effect?
The Mandela Effect is a phenomenon where groups of people, not just one, where usually groups of people remember something a certain way, recall something differently than how it is said to have actually occurred. Some people look at this effect as a sign of an alternate universe, maybe different dimensions, or maybe timelines colliding. Others view it as a lapse in memory.
Yeah.
You're just, I don't remember. What is that? I don't know. I don't remember.
Coming from somebody who forgets everything, strongly believes in this Mandela effect.
It's true. You just don't Everything I forget is definitely just a Mandela effect. Nonetheless, the situation is interesting. Definitely, It's a definitely interesting subject to talk about. Even some of the things that we're going to talk about here today, I truly feel were the way that they were without a doubt. But then there's also certain things that I feel that I've come across that I disagree with. And there's things that we talked about it before too in the car earlier, where there's things that
I remember a certain way.
You remember a certain way, and I remember differently.
I mean, which of course I'm right, but I mean that's just we'll leave that up for you guys to decide. We'll put a poll: who's right? Juice box, or juice box and red.
Right? It's definitely an odd phenomenon because it's not just one person. It's like two. It's not just. I mean, it's not just one person. It's not just two. It's not just three. It's not even just
masses
20
of people that have the same experience, that have the same
thoughts and memories of how something occurred or what it was.
And the whole thing about it is not like it's 100 people that all know each other. It's 100 different people all over the world.
Hundreds and hundreds of people, that remember things a certain way. Are these situations proof of alternate universes?
Or is it just stuff we're just not remembering correctly?
Yeah, let's go through a few. Beginning with why we call it the Mandela Effect in the first place, and that's Nelson Mandela, former president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. We'll give you guys a little backstory here. He was an anti-apartheid. I think that's how you said it? Apartheid revolutionary political leader and a philanthropist. He was arrested and imprisoned in 1962, sentenced to life in prison for conspiring to overthrow the state. However, he only served 27 years of that sentence, being released in 1990. Now,
this is where it gets interesting, though, because some people set to remember him passing in prison,
right? Exactly. In the 1980s.
Yeah. And then the thing was that during that time frame, his wife was obviously rallying for him to try to get out. There's people that swear up and down that they saw clips of the funeral.
Yes.
They saw clips of the wife giving a speech.
Yes. There was riots in South Africa.
That's not a Mandela effect. I just forgot.
What, her name?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it definitely is a Mandela effect. Nobody remembers her name. No, I don't remember her name. But Mandela died in 2013, and that's what Juice is talking about. A lot of people remember him dying in the 80s, dying in prison. And so much so far as remembering, like he said, his widow giving a speech, riots in South Africa, and even clips of the funeral. And that's why we call it the Mandela Effect. And one of the more well-known Mandela effects are the Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain.
It's Berenstain. What do you actually remember it as?
I remember Berenstain. And here's the thing.
I remember Berenstain too.
Yeah. So what was awesome about that one was I was waiting for you to cut me off because you always cut me off. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Apparently, it is pronounced Berenstain, and the more commonly pronounced Berenstain Bears, is what many people recall, including us. I remember, and I wasn't really big on this book and show. See,
the thing was,
I wasn't really big on the book and show, but I do remember the book more than I remember the show.
Yeah,
and I remember Berenstain.
That's what I was gonna say. So I have always pronounced it Berenstain Bears, and that just sounds a lot better. It sounds like it makes more sense, which I know it doesn't make sense, but that's how it sounded to us.
It always sounded like that to me too, and I remember it like that.
You know why I remember it? Because of those book fairs and shit like that you would have in elementary school, right?
Yes,
that's how I remember the book.
Yes.
And that's why I remember the name. Later on, I got older and even researching for this. We found out it's Berenstain.
Yeah, it's Berenstain. I mean, yeah, I knew. But with a lot of these facts, there's many people out there that claim that they have proof of these situations. There was a Reddit user by the name of... you gonna hit him with it?
Rusty Buckets?
Rusty Bricks! Come on, man. It's our boy, dude. No, we have no idea who this guy is. He claimed to have proof of the spelling, and his images were mysteriously deleted. Where did his images go?
And that's the thing, that this was during the time where people could obviously record these things, and where this helps is where a lot of the retro communities would make sense, where they have the original
if you have
stuff,
like original things,
original books,
I forgot
original
to put this
scripts.
picture in here. I'm going to talk about this picture. I didn't get to show you this. I grabbed this one earlier. There was a photo from a TV guide from the 1980s, which we're looking at right now, and I will throw up on screen, obviously, where the show was written as Berenstain and not Berenstain.
And one thing that I kind of saw a huge, no matter where I looked and no matter where I was kind of looking at stuff, was the fact that a lot of, I guess, children from that time had the what would you say, they had the habit of pronouncing it Berenstain.
Yes,
it was
pronouncing things wrong.
For some reason,
Berenstain was easier.
Yeah,
when we were kids. I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken, from what I understand, like the creator's son or whatever, when he went to school or something like that, would always got made fun of, or it was easier for them to say like Berenstain, and they always pronounce his name Berenstain instead of Bernstein.
Berenstain just sounds right though. Like even if Mandela Effect aside, Berenstain versus Berenstain,
I think Berenstain
just sounds better.
Yeah,
right.
For a children's book or a children's series,
the photo from the fuck is this called? TV guide. TV guide. Fuck is this called? Fuck is this thing? I don't remember. It's been so long. Who remembers TV guides, by the way? The actual, do you remember those or no?
I think my auntie had a couple of those, dude.
Dude, my grandparents had those. You remember it, right?
Yeah. And it would tell you on this time you're going to be watching this episode.
And then it got to a point where the TV guide was actually on TV, the TV guide channel. Yep. And you could view what's on. Oh, it's going to be on. You know what I mean? But anyway, now some could say that this was just a spelling error, right? It could be simple. Somebody just made a spelling error. You never know, right? Some could say that since people are mispronouncing it this whole time, that it is truly Berenstain, but because they're pronouncing it Berenstain this whole time, that the TV guide person, whoever wrote it, just wrote Berenstain because that's what they've been hearing and associated it. So once again, kind of a mispronunciation and a typo. But man, the person who the fuck knows, dude?
The person or people
that
got
still Photoshop theories too.
Yeah, but could you imagine the people who have the original TV guides that had that
That's the way that you beat like the Photoshop theories, because now we live in like such a technological world. So if you like show proof, even if you have like, say you have proof of something, right, and you take a picture of it or you photocopy it or whatever, if you want to get like a full on thing and you throw it up, it's very easy for people to just go, you Photoshop the image, you know what I mean? You manipulated it. Only you would know, like, no, I have the real thing. I guess another.
Would have to go live or something.
Yeah,
right?
Another way of doing it would be able to show it live or take a picture of you holding it. But even then, people are gonna go, well, you could still Photoshop that. So there's really like no way around it if you have actual proof.
And that's one of those things where it could be that if it goes against the way we remembered it, like for example, somebody that had proof that it was Berenstain the whole time, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we all remember it Berenstain. So
I remember it Berenstain, dude.
I remember it Berenstain.
What do you remember? We want you to tell us what you remember it as.
Oh, dude, we should have had those little top hats like the general does. That we want you.
Oh, yeah. What? No, wait, hold up. Did he wear a hat?
Yeah, he did.
Are you sure?
Don't start that. He wears
Are you
a
thinking
hat.
of Smokey the Bear?
No, not
Which
Smokey
that's
the
a
Bear.
Mandela effect apparently too. People say, but this one I don't know. It could just be a simple adding something in. Apparently, it's not Smokey the Bear.
Is Smokey Bear?
It's just Smokey Bear. Which what?
Smokey the Bear.
He is Smokey the Bear. He's not just Smokey
Smokey Bear.
Bear. I don't ever remember it as Smokey Bear.
No, yeah, it's Smokey the Bear.
Anyway, what were you saying? The We Want You guy?
The We Want You.
Does he wear a hat? Oh,
I
he
told
does
you
wear a
he wears
hat.
a
He does
top
wear a
hat.
hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking Smokey the Bear for
We
some
want
reason.
you
Or
to remember.
Smokey Bear. Yeah, we want you. Can they see it on camp? No, let's not even try that. Another common one would be peanut butter. Everybody loves peanut butter. You know what I mean?
Well,
you take a big
those
scoop,
who aren't allergic to
put it
it.
on your private parts, and have a dog lick it off.
Whoa.
I had a friend. I won't. When I was younger, we were at school, right? We were at school, and you know, kids, man, when you're starting to get a little down there, you know what I mean? You're all kind of growing up, starting to get hair in your armpits and
They call
stuff.
that puberty.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And you're starting to hang out with each other. And sometimes you kids ask, hey, does your pee-pee grow like mine does?
I've
And I'm like,
never,
hey,
not
man.
once in my life, asked another little boy.
No,
if
I never
their
asked, but there was I remember things. Anyway, there was a kid at my school. I won't say his name. In the off chance somebody finds me at some point in the future, but his name is Don. But I'm not going to say his full name. You know, Don Glover.
Cheetah.
I'm not going to say everything. I'm not going to say his middle name. Don Ronald Glover. I'm not gonna give you his social. No, I'm just kidding. His name was not Don. I'm just making random shit up. He did ask me one time if I ever put peanut butter on my balls and had my dog lick it off. Whether he was making a joke and telling it like, you know, because we were just kids, and he was like, "You guys ever? Have you guys ever done this?" And everybody was like, "No, dude."
I've never not once asked.
Another common Mandela effect is with peanut butter. The product Jiffy. We all remember Jiffy, right?
You mean Jif?
Apparently, it was just Jif. And it always has been.
I feel
just
so
Jif.
robbed of my childhood.
I do
dude.
too. All of these things that I remember. But a lot of people say that we're possibly just remembering it wrong because
Yeah,
there's another
Skippy.
peanut butter.
Skippy.
So we're confusing Jif with Skippy, Jif, Skippy, Jiffy.
No.
And we're combining it. And then maybe some people also say, you're probably just thinking of Jiffy Lube. But Jiffy Lube, when did Jiffy Lube start? Because Jif peanut butter has been around way longer than Jiffy
fucking
Lube, I would
ages,
assume,
dude.
right?
Yeah.
Joffy Lube. Hey, welcome to Joffy Lube. Jiffy Lube. When did Jiffy Lube become a thing? Let me see. You love the silence. Yeah.
Let's see who can look it up quicker.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. When did Joffy Lube become a thing? I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on 1971. Oh, shit.
Okay.
What the
so
fuck?
when did
Okay,
Jif peanut butter
peanut
start?
butter.
74. So actually, Jiffy Lube came first.
No
Jiffy Lube
way,
came first.
dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so
By-
this brings a
by
little bit
3
more
years.
light to it. Maybe we're confusing the peanut butter Skippy with Jif and calling it Jiffy,
Jiffy.
and then maybe because there's Jiffy Lube exists, our memories are
I could have
altering it. But
sworn,
I
though.
swear it was Jiffy, dude.
Yeah, and not
I
Jif.
swear, dude.
Jif just seems so
It's just
simple.
Jif peanut butter, creamy.
Oh,
Like,
you know another great one, dude? Another great example.
if it's the one I think you're gonna say, this one makes no sense to me.
No, so this one was for like the car enthusiasts and stuff like that, which like, I know
okay.
we have plenty of people who like that. So the original Ford symbol, right, had a weird like loop around the
think I
ending
heard
of the,
something
the
about
ending of
this.
the F, right? But then
Yes.
a lot of people just had the regular F without the loop on the
Yes.
ending of
Okay,
the F,
here,
right?
here.
And you know
Which
why
one's
people
the
confuse
real
that?
one?
So this one, from what I understand, was the original, and this one's the one that
You gotta
everybody
say it for
remembers.
the listeners. The listeners. The
So the
loop.
top one with the loop, from what I understand, maybe I'm getting it wrong, but from what I understand, the top one with the loop was the original logo, or some people remember, right? So the reason why people always brought this one up, the one that's a flat F without the loop, was because Henry Ford's signature does not have that loop on that F.
What?
Yeah, it's a little weird, dude.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to.
See?
Okay, so I guess
See?
the loop is the real. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a theory doing. This is from realclearscience.com. There's a theory doing rounds online that nuclear research experiments caused the world to shift into an alternate reality where Donald Trump became president. Okay, let's. Let's not get all political here, okay? All right, like, we're just talking about the Mandela effect. We don't need to get all,
Thank you, realscience.com, for reminding us.
We don't need to get all that blah 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 blah. I just want to know about Ford. We don't need to know about.
I just told you about Ford.
No, I know. I just want to see what. I just want to see. Okay, the Ford logo. When looking at the Ford logo, most people don't recall or notice the flourish at the end of the F. Some people claim this embellishment was not there originally and has been added. This is despite the fact that the additional loop has been part of the Ford logo since the early 1900s. Okay,
again,
I just wanted to.
It dates back to the fact that Henry Ford's original signature did not have that flourish or that loop, whatever you want to call it.
So they
at
added
the end
that,
of the F. They said that that's
must have just added that in marketing
so
or whatever.
They also
it may be.
had this photo, and I wish I would have came up with it, but it was a side by side from I forgot when, and it was showing the factories, right?
We'll save this one if we do a part 2.
Yeah. So then there was a factory point where on one side it had the regular F, and then on the other side it had the F with the loop, and they said that it could have been as far as the painter just always thought the regular
that's
F.
what it should have
And
been
the other
or
one
whatever.
just-
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Again.
What do you think, dude? Same spelling issues and stuff as like the GIF and Jiffy skip one. This one does not make any sense to me, bro.
Bullshit.
Looney Tunes.
I remember with the OO.
How do you guys before? Oh man, I was gonna say before you even say it. How do you guys remember Looney Tunes being spelled? We'll give you a minute. Okay. Well, apparently, I always thought Looney Tunes, Toons, because why? They're cartoons. It only makes sense. They're crazy cartoons. Come on down to Crazy Jim's cartoons.
Not
you know
even
what I
that
mean?
though. Just the way Looney.
Yeah, Looney Tunes, double O's and Looney, double O's and Tunes. Well, apparently we're all fucking wrong. As it's Looney Tunes, as in like you know
what I wonder?
Tunes. Tunes. I don't remember it like that at all, dude.
Again, I remember double O's and not the UN. But
why is it Tunes, dude?
I wonder again, and this
is it because the music and the how does it go again?
Probably.
How does the Looney Tunes? It's like right in my head. I can't think of it right now.
I don't remember, but more so, like I wonder a lot of the retro people that collect these kind of items, that collect the original artwork from back then, dude, if they have like something that has OONS instead of the UNES.
This is I know what you're saying. This is what it says. Okay, this is what Google says. Looney Tunes, TUNES. His name was inspired by Walt Disney's musical series, Silly Symphonies. They initially showcased musical compositions whose rights were held by Warner's music publishing interests through the adventures of cartoon characters such as Bosco. And after losing him, Buddy.
I always thought it was
way before our time.
I always thought it was OONS.
Maybe?
But again, this is what I'm talking about. People from that era that collect this kind of artwork, that collected like the maybe comics or posters and shit like that.
Yeah, does anybody have any proof of it being Looney Tunes with double O's?
Double O's. Or is it just us? You know, because I remember it OONS.
But it's like, it's once again, it's people just saying like, nope, you guys are just thinking of it wrong because they are cartoons. You would think that it is tunes, short for cartoons, but
that's
it's not.
why I thought of it like that.
I always thought that's what it was. And I mean, I knew about this. It wasn't like today when I figured this out. I've known about it. And I've always thought that the spelling of TUNES was wrong, dude. And the same thing occurs with Oscar Meyer. We all know Oscar Meyer dicks, right? I mean, weenies. Fuck, I always get that.
They don't just do weenies, though.
I always get that confused. Yeah, they do like ham, right? Bologna. Right?
Baloney, fool.
Bologna, man.
Bologna.
That's another one, dude. I grew up always saying. No, I'm just kidding. That's not a. Why the fuck is it spelled like that, though? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here, dude? Like, why is English so fucked? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else around the world, like, if you talk to like,
do you know how weird that is? Like,
Bologna. Hey, let me get a quarter pound of the Bologna. People say it like that and think that that's legit.
What's the one place that we go to right here down the street from your pad?
Claros.
Yeah. Hey, man, let me get a pound of that Bologna.
Yeah, let me get that Bologna. Which one? The garlic Bologna. I like a little garlic.
Mean bologna? Hey, that one's delicious, dude. I
it is.
But they close on Wednesdays, dude.
Yeah. And it's Wednesday today. You're right.
Again, Oscar Meyer. How did you spell it? Because this one's interesting.
And how did you pronounce it, too?
Oscar Meyer.
Because this one is also pronunciation, apparently.
Meyer.
For some. Yeah, Meyer. Oscar Meyer. Spelled M-E-Y-E-R. Yeah, exactly.
Meyer.
Well, we're fucking wrong again. It's Oscar Mayer. And it's
Is this episode about proving ourselves wrong?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. What's going on? Like, we could take a different approach with these this Mandela Effect episode and get all like super serious and do this and that. We just want to have some fun and run through a couple of these and see if you guys think how we think, man. I know everybody and their mother has touched on Mandela Effect, and you know what I mean. But it is what it is. Oscar Meyer, spelled like Mayor.
No,
I even remember the Oscar Mayer wiener truck.
Yeah,
and it was Oscar Meyer, dude.
I've always said it as a kid, Oscar Meyer. I've never once in my life heard anybody say Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, not once ever. Nor have I ever seen it spelled that way. Even if the pronunciation is still like Meyer, but spelled Mayer.
Yeah,
I've never seen the spelling either.
Spelled like that.
Never, not once. And as far as what I remember.
Yeah, and I remember because
I always spell my wieners Meyer. My wiener has always been Oscar Meyer. My wiener has always been Oscar's Meyer. You know? It's Oscar's Meyer. The Meyer is Oscar's. My wiener belongs to Oscar Meyer. The Monopoly Man is another one.
The monocle.
Yeah. The Monopoly Man has a monocle. Quit fucking with me. All right?
So he doesn't, though.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. And I actually, it's funny that you said this because I have a Monopoly set at the house. One of the original Monopoly sets, obviously not when it first released.
Yeah.
But I have an original, because you know how they've gone through the times, they've changed, they've done different adjustments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I could have sworn, because when I first we started talking about this and having this be an episode, I started looking at this stuff, and I remember it, like in my head, I was like, cool,
he has a monocle, dude.
You know why?
Yeah.
You know why? Because that was a style during that time where people wore top hats,
and
coats,
the monocles, and they ran around with big bags of money. That was totally legitimate.
Not only that, well, not with the big bags of money, but you know what I'm saying. That time frame, people dressed like that with the monocles.
With the monocles,
not even that. Though.
And then it's even Ace Ventura.
Yeah. Again,
Ace Ventura when he's got and he goes,
you must be the Monopoly Man.
Right? And he's wearing a monocle. The guy's wearing a monocle. Why? Because the Monopoly Man had a fucking monocle. Don't lie to me. Apparently, he never had a monocle, dude. Yeah, and some people are suggesting that we're confusing him with Mr. Peanut. The Planters
he
Peanuts.
He didn't have a monocle, did he?
Apparently, he's got a fucking monocle. And we're confusing.
No.
Some say that the reason why we think the Monopoly Man had a monocle was because we may be confusing it with Planters Peanut.
I remember
Mr. Peanut.
I remember him with a monocle, and you know what was crazy though, because
remember the Monopoly guy with a monocle.
And see, here's the thing about these Mandela effects. It wasn't just like me and Chaz made this up. It wasn't just like so and so made this up.
No.
These were things that were referenced throughout pop culture and throughout our cartoons and
like
movies.
Ace Ventura was a prime example.
Homer Simpson. When he had that episode when
I never watched The Simpsons. Well, I mean, I've watched The Simpsons, but
he was trying to.
Like
the whole point was that he was all dressed all fancy and trying to be sophisticated
and
he had a monocle. There was another movie more recently that also same thing. He had a monocle, and they all kind of reference are based off of him, top hat, coat, the fancy pants and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like I think that's where a lot of these Mandela effects, or we remember them that way because pop culture in general has always referenced them as such.
Exactly.
And they plant that image in your head. So
we're all just fucking wrong, though? Like, all of pop culture is wrong, too? Like, we're all just thinking that it's this, and it's not that, and it's not this, and it's this. It's like, we're all just fucking wrong? Like, I feel like they're referencing these things for a reason, because that's what it is, and or was.
Maybe
until the simulation broke.
Maybe...
Until Donald Trump became president. Like, what the fuck was that, by the way? Like... What the fuck did that have to do with
science, dude? Real
Any chance anybody gets to throw Donald Trump under the bus is what happens. Like, you know what I mean? The reason the Mandela effect occurred is because Donald Trump became president.
Which we're not going to get into that at all.
Fuck out of here, dude. Fuck out of here with that.
Again, like I think a lot of these were because they were referenced a certain way, or we grew up a certain way thinking of them like that, or again, it was a simple mispronunciation that everybody just ran with.
It stuck, yeah.
And
I'm not denouncing the Mandela effect. If we're gonna talk serious for a minute, I actually do believe in like the Mandela effect. I do believe in.
See, the thing with that is that there's so many. You said it very well earlier. There's subcategories within that, right?
Yeah,
because
we were talking off camera. Conspiracies as a whole, because this could be labeled as a conspiracy. Like certain things would be labeled as a conspiracy. So I feel like this is kind of like in the realm of conspiracies, and then under conspiracies you have like the Mandela effect, loss of time, and such of different things. You know, but not this is what I hate. Like when people think of like conspiracies, you're automatically
labeled as
like,
crazy,
you're written off like it's just a conspiracy. Like sometimes something that could be a conspiracy later turns out to be proven as truth. And I'll give you an example. And you guys maybe let us know too if this is kind of interesting you. We kind of had the thought of like, I know we do like games and movies and cosplay and stuff, but if you pay attention carefully on our little slogan thing, it does say and more. So like every now and then we're going to throw in that and more. Stuff, this is one of them. And let us know if you want like kind of a conspiracy episode, because we have a lot of things that we could talk about conspiracy wise, because we're like, it interests me so much.
A good episode with.
Oh yeah, me too. I got a couple
collaboration.
Yeah. But for instance, one of the things I was gonna say is like, and here's one. Again, not to get political. I'm not trying to get political or anything like that. Let's not go down that whole fucking rabbit hole. But let's talk about UFOs for a minute, just real quick. I know this is off script of what we're doing today, but it has to do with what we're talking about. So for years and years and years and years and years, right? Our governments have always tried to basically kind of tell us that, no, aliens don't exist, right? No, we don't have any aliens. No, we're not in contact with aliens. No, we've never seen any aliens. Every time there's something that happens, like the famous Area 51 one, where the first crashed and they found these aliens and the this and that, but then they said it was like a hot air balloon or some shit. Yeah, fuck out of here, okay?
No.
Well, if you pay attention, I think it was like a couple years ago now, the government themselves, our U.S. government especially, they released, and you can go find these on official government sites. They released, what's it called?
Documents.
Documents. There we go. They released documents saying that aliens exist and that we have been in contact with them.
If you remember, a couple years back, there was also that huge thing that ended up becoming a fucking meme and stuff like that. And that's the problem also with certain conspiracies or certain things, events that happen in history, that people will make jokes of it so much that it'll just brush off and everybody forgets about it.
And it simply and only just becomes like
this
a fucking
actually
joke.
Became a whole thing that people were gonna go raid Area 51 because somebody somewhere found.
I didn't think anybody was actually going to do it, to be honest with you, and they didn't.
And well, they didn't end up doing it, but if they would have, that would have been met with like,
everybody would have died.
That wouldn't have been good.
Die. The government's sitting back like, pew pew pew, everybody gonna die.
But
the security guys are there like.
But the whole thing to that was that it became a joke, so everybody kind of brushed it off.
Fucking laughable joke. Yeah,
this was something. If they're admitting it to you,
they admitted
telling you this is there.
And to be honest with you, like I feel like this would make a really good separate episode. So we'll wrap it up, I guess. But always wrap it up. I mean, everybody can think whatever they want. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean this in a bad way, but also kind of like to think that we are the only things that exist in all of the infinite universe is a little, what's the word? Self-entitled, self-absorbed, maybe?
Self-centered?
Self-centered, maybe? I don't know. To think that we are the only things that exist here? Come on, dude. Like, no way. And then I hate the thing that, like, scientists and stuff do when they're like, oh, life couldn't exist on such and such planet. Life couldn't exist here because there's no this, there's no that, there's no oxygen, there's no this, there's no that.
Proof of that on Mars.
But here's my rebuttal too, is that just because such and such planet or whatever isn't exactly like ours, doesn't have oxygen that we breathe in and breathe out CO2 and this and that, doesn't mean that there's not life forms of some sort on said planet that have developed
or adapted to that atmosphere. Yeah,
exactly.
And only they
prime
can survive
example is
in that environment.
Is I know it still has to do with oxygen and CO2 and all this and that, but I get it. But like, for instance, we live outside of the water in this planet and we breathe oxygen, right? But then you have mammals, fish, whatever, that live in the ocean. Some have to come up for air, right?
Some
but
don't.
then there's others that don't.
Yeah.
And they've adapted to be able to just like deep sea shit.
Yeah.
Which is a whole other topic too. There's so many. Deep sea shit is fucking nuts. But it's like they don't come up for fucking oxygen. They're breathing down there and do it. So you see what I'm saying? I know I'm not like a scientist, so maybe I'm not bringing the point across 100%. And I'm really tired if you can't fucking tell. But do you get my point? I know you get my point.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Do you guys get my point? Like just to think that, oh, just because it doesn't have what Earth has is like, come on, man.
Means it can't exist.
Yeah. You know, I hate that.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
then that's a whole separate episode.
That's a whole other thing. Yeah. Keeping with the monocles and all that stuff. Pikachu. You guys think of Pikachu, okay? Think of Pikachu in your mind. Think of his design, right? Yellow, a little pudgy, right? He's cute and pudgy, right? He's got the ears. One kind of flops a little bit, right? The tips of the ears, what color are they?
Black.
Okay, right? His cheeks, what color are they?
Red.
All right. And then his tail, what color is it?
Black.
With a little bit of yellow and a little bit of
Yellow
black,
with
right?
a little bit of black.
Yeah, fucking no. Apparently his tail never had any black on it. It was all yellow, actually closer to his butt with a little bit of brown on it.
Are you...
I remember it, like the
With the
image is on
black.
the screen right
Yeah.
now. I remember it with the black tip tail. Apparently that never existed, bro. The tail was all yellow with a little bit of brown towards his butt.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, but you know, does it also... Oh, no.
Yeah, none of the iterations, none of the evolutions.
That's what I was going to say. Some of the evolutions could have gone through where they were...
Yeah,
no, see? Right there.
Yeah, people draw it like that, but apparently it's never been like that. Or is it a Mandela effect? Have we collided with a separate Earth, with an alternate Earth where Pikachus don't have black tipped tails any longer?
That's fucking nuts, dude.
Right?
You know who would be perfect to ask that? Would have been Mike.
Mike. Yeah.
Shout out Jar of Retro, dude.
Do this real
We
quick.
got to get you on another episode soon.
Call Michael.
Oh, you're going to call him?
Yep.
Oh, dope. So I always remembered it with the black tail, dude.
Yeah.
And well, and this is candid because we haven't talked to him at all today.
Yeah. Let's see. See if he answers.
Hello?
Hey, man.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you're on the podcast real quick.
Oh, cool. What's up, guys?
I have a really quick question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Pikachu. How does he look to you? Can you describe his look? Let's see if you can without me telling you anything.
Round body, like oval-shaped body, circular head, long pointy ears, with a lightning-shaped tail.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then his tail, his ears, the tips, what color are they?
Yellow.
And then on the tip of the ears, is it black?
No.
You don't think it's black?
No.
Okay. And then the tip of the tail. Do you remember the tip of the tail? Is it all yellow or is it got some black on it?
It's got some black on it.
Okay.
What I remember.
Okay. Right.
Fucking A,
So
dude.
we're doing an episode this week,
Called the Mandela
the Mandela
Effect.
Effect.
Oh, okay.
All right. And
Apparently, we're all wrong.
you're wrong about his ears, though, Mike. He does have black tipped ears.
Oh, what?
Yes, but
His tail.
his tail apparently never had a black tip on it.
It was all yellow with hints of brown towards the bottom.
with a hint of brown towards the bottom, towards his butt.
No way, dude.
Okay, see, we're not the only ones that think
we're
this
not.
way.
That's why I was trying to look at images and shit like that, Mike.
Pikachu had a black tipped tail. That's how I remember him.
And you know what?
100%.
Yeah, you know one thing that I was trying to tell him, Mike, was that maybe through the different evolutions and like the Japanese version and shit like that, and like when he evolves into like Raichu, and there's a bunch of other like forms of him. But apparently, I looked back and I was looking at all the images like from the games, the cartoons, the not cartoons, the like the Pokemon cards and stuff like that, and it was all black tip tails, dude, or all yellow tails.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's a good point to make, that the other evolutions or Pichu and other stuff like that maybe confused all of us, I guess.
No, but even them, they don't have black tip tails.
Yeah,
apparently
none of the
them have.
Pikachus, and none of the iterations over time, none of the evolutions. He never ever had a black tip tail.
Well, I feel like a damn fool.
Yeah, dude. Mandela effect at its finest, right?
Yeah, man, 100%.
Jesus, dude. One more for you. The Monopoly guy. Does he have a monocle over his eye or no monocle?
Full-blown monocle over his eye.
I fucking
100%. But apparently he never had a fucking monocle.
Insane, dude.
And you know one thing that I was trying to tell him, and this would be a great topic to talk about with, because we're thinking about possibly a part 2, but like any of the retro community that has maybe solid proof, maybe they have like some kind of cartoon manual or a game manual or like an old Pokemon card or like an old Monopoly set, like original, that would show this kind of proof of, and like the differences, because
Yeah.
apparently he never did, dude.
Yeah.
He never had a monocle. Pikachu never had a black tip tail, which I always saw it as a black tip tail.
Yeah, me too. I remember a black tip tail 100%, dude.
I don't know why I thought that, dude. That's crazy. Maybe it's because of his ears and I confused it or something.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. All right, dude, we'll let you go. We got to finish the episode.
All right, fellas. Have a good one.
All right, man.
All right. This one is going to shock
Those that may not know.
those that may not know.
We actually have, this is a twofer on this one. So Star Wars, C-3PO. How do you remember him looking? The original. Because later it kind of changes, the prequels, the sequels, and the trilogies, this and that. But originally he's gold, right?
Always been gold.
C-3PO's all gold, right? He's not. Apparently his right leg is silver, and it always has been silver. I don't remember this at all.
No, I do remember in the one where I think it wasn't Phantom Menace, but it was the one where
he's being built still?
No. When Anakin is as a baby, not as a baby, as a kid, when he was racing and shit like that. Which one was that again?
I don't remember, but I know which one you're talking about. I think that is the Phantom Menace, isn't it?
The pod races and shit like that. And he was
that's the first one of the prequels, right?
I remember there was a part where he was building C-3PO, and I briefly remember the leg being silver, but then that could have been attributed to him building parts.
Him, and I thought later it was always gold, but
no,
apparently
it was always silver.
We're wrong, yeah.
Yeah, and the whole thing about this one, because like again, this was something that we were looking into because obviously we're gonna talk about it today, right? Apparently, even through all of them, it's always been silver. It's just also the angles of the cameras.
Yeah, did they not ever show his leg enough? So you just assumed that it was
his whole body
gold?
was silver.
Yeah, exactly.
Or gold, I mean.
Yeah, I remember him as all gold. I don't remember the silver leg.
I remember the silver leg in Phantom Menace.
This one is a really big debatable one because there's a lot of people that remember him being all gold. Then there's a lot of people that remember the silver leg. And then of course we all kind of know this one. This is a big Mandela effect. This is a big one that everybody always talks about. The famous Star Wars line. We all know it. Luke, I am your father. Right? Yeah, well, we're all wrong on this one. He just says, no, I am your father. Or some shit like that. The Luke was never in there is the point.
Yeah, but apparently
I remember it being Luke, I am your father.
I remember it, Luke, I am your father.
I remember that too.
Again, one of the things that I was looking at when I was looking into this one was the fact that people associated it or wanted to stick a name to it. That's why they said Luke.
Yeah, Luke, I am your father.
Because he was talking to him.
Because he's talking to Luke. Exactly. So this one makes sense.
That one kind of makes sense, but I still remember Luke, I am your father. But apparently everybody got it wrong.
Yeah, apparently we're all wrong. Let's break up the monotony real quick since we're talking about Star Wars, and let's get into this week's Cosplay of the Week. Oh my God. I tried to peeking as hell. I'm going to have to fix the shit out of that.
I tried to hit him Mariah Carey.
This week's Cosplay of the Week is on Instagram at
Joe Shu
1121. 1121 would have been a better pronunciation. Joe Shu 1121, and I'm throwing it up on the screen.
And he's a Sith Trooper, dude.
Sith Trooper dude, looking absolutely phenomenal, man. Yeah. Really, really well done. And
there was two things that I wanted to talk about with it. Well, a couple things. Obviously, I appreciate. That's one thing that everybody always does. Stormtroopers. We never really see too many Sith troopers, right?
Yeah.
And then Mandalorian came out, and then everybody
was
see
a lot of Mandos, a lot of bounty hunters.
I love this Sith trooper dude. Something about the red just seems so vicious, so
dude.
so authoritative.
So angry, so like, oh my God, don't fucking hurt me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That looked a hell of a lot more intimidating than the white, to be honest.
It looks. I love it, dude.
And I know the white's a classic.
You know what I always like too? I like the voices when they have the helmets on in the Star Wars universe. Whether it be Mando, whether it be a bounty hunter, whether it be stormtroopers, whatever it would be, I like the voices a lot. But this is absolutely fucking phenomenal, dude.
And what I love, dude, that also sticks out because this is also part of it is this Sith Trooper blaster, which. The one I'm looking at a picture that we're also going to throw up in frame so you can see it. And it says Sith Trooper Blaster 3D printing has really changed the way we get to do props. Painted this up last night after curing and leveling with the XTC-3D. So from what we understand, and I'm not 100% sure, maybe correct us if we're wrong, but
looks like you might do this
prints
yourself.
And does everything
Yeah.
himself.
It looks like you might do all this yourself.
And
I mean,
that's
it's
amazing,
just
dude, the
phenomenal. If you guys
dedication,
are
dude.
looking at it right now, you can clearly see, like, there's really not too much to say because a stormtrooper, a Sith truther. Hi, I'm a Sith truther. Everything I do is the fucking truth. A Sith trooper, it's pretty self-explanatory what
Yeah.
it looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just a really well job. It's just a job well done is what I'm trying to say. Jesus,
Your
I can't
belt,
speak
your
today.
utility belt,
Yes,
down
dude.
to your shin guard.
I like the you see the little
thighs.
shoulder part
Yeah.
right there sticking out. I love that. If you guys, for the listeners, if you're just listening, you guys
This
gotta
is
go
one
look
of
at
those
this
that you gotta
at
look at.
JoeShoe1121, or if you want to head on over to us, youtube.com/Side Project Podcast. I said that a little weird, but we're just gonna leave it. I really like it, dude. To the way that you're holding your gun is the classic like
Sith Trooper.
Stormtrooper stance. It's just perfect, dude. Everything you got is from head to toe. It's absolutely perfect, man. I would love to have you like do a video where you're speaking and you have like the effect, the voice
the
effect.
trooper,
That would
yeah.
be so cool, dude.
Yeah,
That'd be so cool,
And then
man.
and I was looking into a bunch of other ones, dude. Like he has tons of amazing work and content, dude. That you guys definitely got to go check him out, man.
Yeah, this is absolutely phenomenal. We're keeping this one short and sweet because it's just perfect.
Then the
Straight-
backdrop, it
straight
was
to the
just
point.
funny
it fits.
that
It just kind of fits.
Yeah.
It's just workable.
The
You know, if the
red.
cars and everything weren't there, so it doesn't look like modern times on
Yeah.
Earth. But like the
Like
background
the
looks
fencing,
good. Like
yeah.
the fencing looks good. It looks like it would be something kind of in Star Wars ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you guys go check out Joe Shoe 1121 on Instagram. Joe Shoe, your cosplay of the week is amazing. Hey, you. Okay, go ahead.
Rebel scum,
Yes.
right?
While we round this episode out real quick, I just got a couple more I want to run through with you, man. I got one for you. In Snow White. Okay?
Oh,
Snow
okay.
White, the Wicked Queen. What does she say to the mirror on the wall? She says, mirror, mirror, on the wall.
Who's the fairest of them all?
Yeah, wrong. It's magic mirror on the wall.
So this is another interesting one because again, this is one of those that pop culture people in general
Always referenced and said mirror, mirror.
on the wall. Fresh Prince did a scene where he was looking into the mirror and said mirror, mirror on the wall.
Who's the flyest or freshest of them
who's
all
the
or something
freshest
like
of
that,
them all.
right?
But everybody always obviously was always a nod to Snow White. And I believe everybody thought, and in the movie it says magic mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall is how I remember it, dude. And
Mm-hmm.
apparently it was never mirror, mirror on the wall, ever, anywhere. It was magic mirror on the wall. And we are led to believe that we just mispronounced it this whole time.
Yeah, but see, I don't even think that's a pronunciation issue. I think that's just we just remembered
Mirror, mirror on
the wall.
Why wouldn't
and that
it be mirror,
sounds
mirror
and that
on the wall?
sounds better, right?
Yeah.
But then you also got to think.
I understand that
it
the mirror is magic.
that's
So
what I was
magic
gonna say.
mirror on the wall does make sense as well. But mirror, mirror, on the wall just
Who's the
sounds
fairest of
right.
them all? Yeah.
I don't know, man. We'll round it out with this one right here, man. We'll leave some stuff for part two if we do a part two, which I think maybe we should, man.
Yeah,
Maybe a
yeah,
part two would
definitely
be fun.
should.
Let me get this ready here because I'm gonna
You gonna
do a
play
little
some?
thing. So, the band Queen, okay?
Queens.
Queen. We all know Queen, the band Queen, right?
Queens?
It's just Queen.
Queens.
No, the band is just Queen. This isn't a Mandela effect either. This is just Julio adding S's to everything like he usually does.
Fuck out of here.
It's just Queen, bro. It's never been Queens. Queens is in New York. It's a borough. The band is
I
just
know
Queen.
that. I'm not.
Queen.
Oh.
It's just Queen. It's always just been Queen. This isn't
Okay.
part of the Mandela
All right,
effect.
no, no,
anyway,
this is-
Queen, the song, We Are the Champions, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are the champions of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Many remember the song ending with, We are the champions, pause, of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it echoes out. But apparently that song does not end with of the world at all. It never did. It just ends with, We are the champions. And that's it.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, right? That's it. That's how it ends. I remember it ending with
Of the world.
of the world, and then it echoes
Because that's
out.
the whole point. We are the champions.
Yeah,
Like,
of the world. But apparently it just ends with we are the champions. Period.
I wonder how that one got
Yeah,
started.
and it seems that people are getting it. They're getting
There's also
it
a lot of
confused.
drugs that
but
were consumed
check
in
this
that
out.
time.
This might, yeah. This might be where the ending comes from. We all remember the Mighty Ducks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the Mighty
yes,
Ducks
yes, yes, yes.
2, at the end, the title, and we got to play this very, very quickly so we don't get dinged by YouTube, so I might silence the audio.
Yeah.
At the end of the Mighty Ducks 2, at the credits, the song "We Are the Champions" by Queen plays,
And then it ends with
and
Of
it ends
the
with
World.
"Of the World," and it ends like this. So hold on, I might cut certain things out. Bear with me.
That sounds like Freddie Mercury saying "Of the World," and it even leads into that little
See?
echo of the world.
Yeah, it is Freddie Mercury because that's
Well, yeah,
Queen.
no, I know, but that's what I'm saying.
That's the song. But here's the thing. For movies and things like that, you can edit stuff.
Yeah.
You can edit stuff, you can change things, you can add things, you can alter it certain ways. They give you the rights to
And
do
you
that
also-
stuff. You can use certain time frames, certain moments in the song. You can use just the beat. You know what I mean? You can alter stuff. So maybe that was for the movie's sake. And we all got it really confused that that's how the song, the
So how
original
would you-
song ended. But the original actual song ends with "We Are the Champions," period. But in the Mighty Ducks ending credits,
Yeah, but then
it ends
look at when
"Of
the Mighty
World."
Ducks and then when Queen
That song was
came out with
in
that
the
song.
80s, I believe.
Yeah,
and
that
then
has-
in the 90s, the Ducks
Mighty
did
Ducks,
that
yeah.
in the credits. But I mean, that one could be easily summed up, I get it, with what I just said. They edited that specifically for the movie.
of the world.
And maybe we all just remember that from the movie and thought that
Yeah,
was
because
a thing.
like with anything
But
that
I
you pay
really
the rights
do.
to use or
Yeah.
whatever, you just tell them, hey, I'm gonna alter
Yeah, we
slightly,
alter
whatever,
things.
blah,
That's
blah,
how
blah.
that's how it goes. But I legitimately, Mighty Ducks or not, in my memory, remember the
Remember it,
song
Of the
ending
World.
with "Of the World." So I
Because you
don't know.
were also a 90s kid and not born in that time.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Or old enough to appreciate
I mean, I was
it
born
at
in the
that
80s,
time.
but I'm a 90s kid because I
Yeah.
grew up in the 90s.
That was-
You know
that's
how
what-
it goes.
that's what I meant.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I got this quote right here from Times Live.
Mm-hmm.
Harvard neuroscientist Steve Ramirez said in a post on his website that when storing memories in the mind, human beings also store details such as smell, mood, and even sounds associated with those memories in the part of the brain called the hippocampus.
Mm-hmm.
This brain machinery, according to Ramirez, is not only responsible for this, but it also reconstructs the past. The brain also uses the hippocampus to imagine our future selves. Because of this, Ramirez said, memories were hardly ever 100% accurate, as the brain constantly modifies them with bits of information.
I wonder if you said he's a neuro what?
Neuroscientist.
I wonder if there's other
Harvard.
neuroscientists that would go against what he said or kind of challenge
I wonder
him.
if there's any neuroscientists that actually believe more so in the Mandela effect or believe in, because you know how it goes, science, time, space, this, that.
yes,
We're
everybody
getting-
has their own-
This is a whole rabbit hole that we could
Yeah.
really go down and like really get serious about. And I kind of want to actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of want to.
Yeah, definitely a part
I kind of want to get into it like deep. You know what I mean?
Well,
and
I
like
wanna get deep
spit
into it,
some
too.
backs. I want to get deep into it. I want to get deep. So you guys let us know, what do you think? What do you think about some of these Mandela effects? Do you have any Mandela effects that we didn't cover? There's a million that we didn't cover purposely for the sake of, if you guys like this episode, if it does
We'll do
well,
a
we'll
part
probably
two.
do a part 2 and maybe have some guests on and get some inputs and whatnot.
or maybe even just have him do like call-ins,
Yeah, that'd be great, dude. That'd be great.
right.
Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you,
Ladies
guys.
and gentlemen, thank you for liking, for sharing, subscribing.
What the
I was-
fuck?
I was gonna try to cut you off. But
Thank you for watching, for liking, for subscribing. Oh god, now you fucked me up, man. Now you fucked me
It's a
up.
Mandela
Let's get
effect.
this right.
Has it always been Julio saying it the whole time?
The whole time, was it? Thank you for watching, for liking, for commenting, for sharing, for doing all of those things that you do over on youtube.com/Side Project Podcast. When you go down, you hit that subscribe button and it goes, where's the subscribe button?
Which, to those, if you tuned in to Chaz's stream last night, my cousin, Eepy, known as Yippy, that might be a Mandela effect, won himself 1,000 sexy points, and he's cashing them in so Chaz can shave his beard.
I can't find the subscribe button.
It's right here.
Oh, there it is. And then when you hit it, it goes, "No, give me the sexy project points," like Ippy won last night. And I'm not shaving shit, by the way. So hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell button as well, too, so when you get notified when we post
Having
videos.
fun, and you're like, I'm not shaving shit.
Thank you guys for listening on Apple, on Google, on Spotify, and all those beautiful things you do when you rate and you review and you do all those things. Juice, tell them where they can find you.
Captain_Juicebox, baby.
Ooh, and if you're looking for me, you can find me at IG Hates Chazzy. And don't forget to check out my stream when I do it, twitch.tv/Chazzy Did It. If you're looking
Yeah,
for
and
the...
apparently if you win sexy project points in his Twitch, he doesn't comply with what the people demand or say.
Okay, all right. Okay.
So let's,
All right.
So yeah, there's that.
Okay. If you're looking for the both of us, the duo, the Magnificent, you can find us at Side Project Podcast on Instagram. Juice, hit him with some pistols.
I'm gonna hit him with some stormtrooper. You rebel scum!